Hello everyone and welcome back to GameStop TV. I'm Ronspies and I want to talk to you about something near and dear to my heart. It's a franchise that's a bit of a given. You've undoubtedly heard of it. It's one of the most consistently successful releases of every single year, but it's often overlooked by some hardcore gamers because it's so popular. Of course, I'm talking about Call of Duty. I've been a fan of Call of Duty ever since I played Call of Duty 3 on Wii, and hey, no judgment, I had a great time. It's actually kind of funny though, because I could never really play Call of Duty online, which is, the preferred method for a lot of people, because my NAT type was always wrong and I couldn't play Call of Duty online until Black Ops 1. But even then, I still enjoyed my time with Call of Duty 4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2. I was just running through the campaign and zombies over and over and over again, and it never got old. As much as I loved the campaigns of Call of Duty, it wasn't what the cool kids at school were talking about every day. So when I finally got my hands on that addictive and rewarding multiplayer, it changed my life. The first all-nighter I ever spent playing video games was spent playing Black Ops 1. I told myself I wasn't gonna go to sleep until I hit that first prestige, and I didn't realize that it would take me until about 6 in the morning to do so. It wasn't until later when I would go back to play Modern Warfare 2 online, and it immediately became clear why it became the phenomenon it did. I sunk a ton of time into Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, so on and so forth, but Modern Warfare was the sub-series of Call of Duty that really changed my life. I think it's worth mentioning that even though I wasn't playing the multiplayer, Call of Duty 4 was still the first game I ever played on my PS3. So it meant a lot since it was my introduction to a brand new generation of hardware. It was pretty incredible stuff. Modern Warfare means a lot to people like me who really discovered their deeper passion for gaming during that golden age of the PS3, Xbox 360 era of Call of Duty. It's almost hard to believe that it's been nearly 8 years since Modern Warfare 3. It feels like it's been a lifetime ago and no time at all at the same time. Personally, I've enjoyed the escalation that Call of Duty has done over the past few years, like with Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, but it's definitely time to go back to basics, I think. I think Activision and Infinity Ward have been reading the room well enough to understand that it's okay to simplify things again, and that it's time to go back to Modern Warfare. And this isn't Modern Warfare 4, it's not a continuation of the original trilogy. Infinity Ward calls it a new take, a different interpretation, but I'm going to call it what it is. It's a reboot. And I don't mean that negatively, I think it was the right call to make. The team says that after Modern Warfare 3, it would be hard to top just how extreme things get, so in order to craft new experiences and surprises, they had to start from scratch, to an extent. It's a reboot in the sense that it's a new story and a new beginning, but it still has holdovers from the original trilogy in the form of tone, gameplay style, characters, themes, messages, and more. We've seen Captain Price, but Infinity Ward has teased that more characters from the original series will return. I'm crossing my fingers for Ghost and Soap, but here's something to keep in mind. They won't look and sound exactly how you remember them. Back during the original series, performance capture wasn't something many studios used for their characters. That was something Naughty Dog really pioneered with Uncharted. So in order to record both a vocal and a physical performance at the same time, Captain Price has been recast. I was a little skeptical at first, but after seeing and hearing the actor they hired, Barry Sloan, I think he's as good an option as there possibly could have been. Infinity Ward said they didn't want someone who simply looked and sounded like Price, but felt like him too, and I think they made a great choice.
Bravo 6, going dark.
One thing that seems minor but definitely interests me is the level design of the new Modern Warfare. In Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty games before and after for that matter, levels were designed with big, wide hallways to account for you needing to get past your AI teammates so you don't get stuck. Now, Infinity Ward feels confident enough in their AI to design realistic areas that feel as cramped as they should, to make super claustrophobic and intense firefights with teammates that stack up and get out of the way when they need to. There's a lot to be excited for in the campaign, and I love my campaigns, but let's talk multiplayer now. I love what I've played so far in pre-release builds, especially the return of the fan-favorite 2v2 mode for Modern Warfare 3. I think this mode is a great example of what makes Modern Warfare special in comparison to recent titles. It can be just as exciting as previous games with just 4 players on a tiny map. Actually, it's more exciting. I don't even remember the last time I caught myself cheering after a match of Call of Duty. There are also a ton of tiny things here and there that make me really excited for this year's game. The weapon customization has more depth than ever before. Player counts are going even higher, finally introducing 64-player matches in Call of Duty. It has a slower, more methodical pace evocative of classic Modern Warfare. And this is big, the tactical nuke is back in all its glory. And yes, it ends the match, like it should. I think if you've been hesitant on Call of Duty in recent years, you should definitely give this one a shot. I've loved everything I've seen. I've had more fun in years, and to be honest, after playing the alpha and beta, I found it really hard to play anything else. It's like when you go to a really good concert and afterwards you think, yeah, I'm good, I don't really need to listen to music for a while. That's how I felt after I played the Modern Warfare alpha and beta. It's all I want to play right now. I really think this year's Call of Duty is going to be special. I've been feeling a level of hype I haven't felt for Call of Duty since high school, and I'm not alone in that. Everything Infinity Ward is doing on Modern Warfare says, hey, we get it. We understand why you love Call of Duty. Everything I've seen is so reaffirming, and I think just playing the game can show that. Thanks for watching, and I've been your host, Wade Ronspies. On YouTube, I make video essays that really dive into the nitty-gritty of games and really dissect everything about them. So if you like that, check me out on YouTube at Ronspies. My username on Twitter is @WadeLikesPie, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned to GameStop TV.